Hi, this is K3, and I will be running Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on Junkyard Dave's streams. Got Sinister One here commentating, because punching and talking at the same time is not the easiest thing for me, so appreciate you, Sinister, for joining.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Glad to be here. Excited to see some Punch-Out in the marathon. K3 is going to be doing the any percent normal route. This is not RTA strats. He's going to be doing the hardcore stuff. And K3, if you're ready, I think we should get right into it. The people have been waiting. They're ready.
All right.
So you're ready?
I guess so. We'll go.
Okay. All
try
right.
to do this.
All right. We're going to do this in 3, 2, 1, go. The mics are pretty hot, we're being told. Junkyard Dave will take care of that, everyone. I'll try to speak softly. I'll speak gently. As so K3 gently knocks out Glass Joe. It only takes one punch.
We'll get some other ones just for fun. So this run probably going to go sideways at some point. A lot of the strats here kind of assume everything goes right.
Well, that's usually what happens in a marathon. If you haven't seen a marathon before, ladies and gentlemen, generally every single thing goes right and everybody gets world record. Pretty amazing, actually. It's one of the main draws to playing in a marathon, but as we talk about that, we can see that Glass Joe has taken a turn for the worse. K3 handling his business. 42.00 is what you're going to see on Glass Joe pretty much every time. The guy's basically the tutorial for MTPO. You know, when you're first playing the game, they got to give you the one easy fight so you can learn how to punch to the face, punch to the gut, maybe use a star punch. We didn't get that opportunity. K3 beat him too quickly. But we will get to use some star punches against Von Kaiser. But first, some misdirected punches. As you can notice, Von Kaiser is not blocking or dodging or ducking or doing anything. He's just going straight to the mat. And that was courtesy of a star punch. K3 getting another star. And he's down again at 29. So this is a really good fight. K3 actually got a 50% star. That means there's 50% chance of getting it, 50% chance of not getting it. There's a lot of RNG in this game if you're not familiar with Punch-Out. And there is a 36. That's exactly what you want to see when you're fighting Von Kaiser. Beautiful fight. Very, very well done. So I'll just explain really quickly what K3 was doing is he was actually manipulating Von Kaiser's guard up and down in certain spots. That's how he was able to just land so many punches consecutively, and he's going to do that in a lot of these fights, including on Piston Honda, who's coming up next.
And we missed the first window, the 209 window, so we had to follow up on the 216.5 here, so no promises that this is going to go well. We'll see.
Yes, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. What he's talking about is K3 is actually using a, some sort of a timer that he began when he began the run, and that's actually going to allow him to do some RNG manipulation, possibly. He has to start this fight and then also the King Hippo fight at very specific times. So this one didn't go through, but that's okay. He got a good backup. He's got 3 stars. Now Honda got up on a 1 count. Anytime a boxer gets up on a 1 count, they're going right back down to the canvas with a star punch. And thankfully K3 is loaded up. He had the maximum, which is 3. You can't get more than 3 stars at a time. He's still got 2. So he's going to unload those and get another one just for good measure so he can take Honda down in 44 seconds. That's pretty fast, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're on a bit of a pace here.
Yeah, we got lucky on a backup strat there with the 4th punch in phase 1. Not ideal. It's pretty rare. Like, Piston Honda is like an early fight, but he's probably the most random fighter in the game. So you can do everything correct on that fight, and it still is just going to go sideways sometimes. So he tried to throw a little cog in the wrench, but in the wrench in the gears, but we managed to squeeze past it.
He did not throw that wrench accurately. It went to the side, and the gears kept on grinding him down in a 44. So he is done. And next up, we are going to have Don Flamenco. We're going to introduce something called a buffer strat. So in certain video games, you can actually buffer inputs, meaning you can hold down a button or a direction prior to when you're gaining control of your character. and they will perform whatever it is on the very first frame. So K3 is going to hold down B and left, and that's going to cause him to throw a punch and then dodge left. He's going to do a quick dodge, get a star, which is frame perfect, but it's okay that it's frame perfect because K3 controlled his movement frame perfectly as well using that buffer. So he gets that quick knockdown and then a few more punches. We get some rapid punches, and down on 14 is Don Flamenco. That might even be a world record, guys. We'll have to see.
99. I don't think we can surpass that.
K3 doesn't believe, guys. If it's a 14.97, that's he has tied the world record. If it's a 14.99, he missed it by 1 frame. So close. So close.
Might have been late on that window here for the Manippo. We're going to try.
All right, yeah, K3 was waiting till 5 minutes. I didn't want to say anything, and I'm going to give him some peace and quiet during this fight. It's tough. All right, so what K3 was doing there, and he actually got it, but then he was a little too eager on one of the first punches. He was manipulating King Hippo into throwing a punch immediately to begin the fight, and then by doing a quick dodge and punching him, knowing that he's going to block, he was manipulating the next sequence for him to open his mouth again. Now, normally, if you're not familiar with this game, King Hippo only opens his mouth when he wants to, okay? He doesn't do it for your convenience. But the only time you can hit him is when he opens his mouth. So that's why that manipulation exists, and you have to start the fight at exactly 5 minutes, and then he will open his mouth right away. Yeah, so 5 minutes from starting the run.
It's a hard strat. You actually have to count frames at 60 FPS to do it. So
yeah, so it's pretty tough, but still got a good Hippo, though. Under a minute is always good. Now there's nothing too complicated about this fight, thankfully. This is Great Tiger. You're going to see a technique where you do a delayed punch to get a star. He got 3 stars quickly there, going to get another one. And then you just kind of unload on him. And Tiger has no RNG. He's one of the very few fights in this that is just totally scripted. You're going to get the same thing every single time, and he's going to get up on a 1 count twice in a row, which is extremely convenient. As you can see, K3 has 2 stars. So Great Tiger is going to be done after this. 3 knockdowns, of course, is a TKO. That's the end of the fight. Most fighters, that's what's going to be required. Some fighters like King Hippo, as you saw, or Glass Joe, you can KO them, meaning they're going to stay down for the count. But that is the end of Great Tiger, and we are going to head to the champion of the major circuit, which is, of course, Bald Bull. Iconic Punch-Out character. In fact, in the Japanese gold cartridge release of this game, which was the first release, he was pictured on that cart. So the first phase of this fight is, again, this is scripted, nothing to worry about, but phases 2 and 3 are going to get pretty random. So we're going to see how it goes for K3. He's going to try to hopefully get some lucky stars, hopefully get some lucky patterns, and then if things line up correctly, get a lucky fight and get, below 1 minute and 5 seconds. Ooh, oh, this is looking good. K3 snuck in that gutter there. Alright, he's got a 41 and 1 star.
This would probably be around a 107 with this strat. It can get as low as a 1 minute flat if everything goes right.
Alright, using that delayed technique to get another star there. Unload a couple stars on Bull, and then we're just going to finish him off after his uppercut. So there it is, 107. K3 called it exactly. Didn't get quite the luck that he needed, but the execution was very, very good throughout this fight, and has been so far throughout the run. So we're going to move on. We're going to get another cutscene here as we prepare for the World Circuit. And this is where the fights actually become rather difficult. Some of these fights so far have been a little bit on the easier side, but pretty much all the fights from here on out are going to have some component of difficulty or very heavy RNG, one or the other. And first up is going to be Piston Honda 2. I'm going to be quiet for that, at least for the first phase of that fight. It's very, very complicated. You have to do a lot of guard manipulation. You have to do some very tight punching. You have very, very tight frame windows to get this done. So good luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. This is probably the second hardest fight in the game outside of Tyson on the run. So we'll give it a shot. No promises. Yep.
All right, we got a block. So K3 gonna do some backup strats now. Now Honda is gonna charge him at 1 minute.
We're just gonna have to hope for that minute.
Gonna have to get him in a minute.
It's so bad.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No, this is bad.
All right, you guys get to, you know what? Honda 2 gets a little extra screen time, guys. You know you wanted to see K3 beat on this guy a little bit longer, okay? 1 minute was definitely not enough. We want to see Honda punished. What business did he have coming all the way up to the world circuit after we beat him for the title in the minor circuit? How did he get here? Makes no sense. All right, so K3 is just going to pummel him a little bit here. And I believe he's going to charge him again at 2 minutes, so we might get another shot on that charge. What happened on the first charge, K3 punched just a hair too late, and he got a star instead of a knockdown.
That should do it.
That is going to do it. That's what they call, ladies and gentlemen, that's actually back in the day what they would call the TKO Royale, okay? That's what that's called right there. That's when you get 3 knockdowns and you finish with the getting him on the charge. So next up we got Soto Popinski. This guy's got a lot of randomness involved. You can see K3 has pressed select before the fight. That takes his health down by half. He's doing that because he's going to take an intentional knockdown at one point in this fight.
I was thinking about that. I was actually going for safety at this point.
Okay.
Just in case. But that is a better strat. But it's
mistake,
kind of you got to reset situation.
A little too risky. Or you could rematch him, but yeah. A little too risky for a marathon, guys. I got too excited.
We'll take all our risk out on Bull
Yes.
too. We'll start spamming for some Mr. X there. We gotta
There we go.
keep Gruntiatas happy. So
Absolutely. All right, so Soda has already gone down twice in 33 seconds, which is really, really fast. So he's obviously going to troll right now, or he's just going to give a 49, and that's pretty amazing.
that is a blazing fast time for a single segment.
Now I can tell you guys exactly why that happened, and I'm not a jaded Punch-Out player at all or anything when I say this, but, because, you got a 2-minute time on Honda 2, then, it's not a coincidence that Soda is just going to give in so easily.
Yep, he only throws hooks when you're on pace.
Exactly.
Right. So hopefully we get through the first couple of punches here on Bull 2. It's a little bit of a tricky opening, but then at that point we'll get to spam for some Mr. X from phase 2. So see what happens.
Alright, great. He got through that first section there. For the first couple punches are really tricky to time. Once you get those, then you can kind of get things going for that first phase. Now in this second phase, what he's going to do is he's going to do these misdirects, which essentially he's trying to make Bald Bull change his guard, and you can sneak a punch through, but there is luck involved. So even if you do it correctly, you need some luck. Oh, there's one. We got one.
We'll just spam all 12 to see if we can get one more.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it, man. So yeah, if you see him just getting a gut punch randomly on Bull here, then that's how you know that the misdirect was successful. If Bull's blocking, then that means that that's the other 75% of the time. Oh, we got another one.
I wish I had that Honda 2 back. We'd be on pace.
Yeah. This would be quite the pace without Honda 2. 127, that's nice, guys. That's nice. If you did no Mr. X at all, you could count on getting a 129. So this is faster than like the kind of standard strategy. Next up, we have Don Flamenco 2. Now this fight, execution-wise, is not too bad compared to the rest of the world circuit. However, the luck is extreme, shall we say. Don has very random stars that are only 1 in 16 chance of happening. His refills are random. And no lucky star to start. Now, in order to get lucky stars, you have to actually have a star in your inventory. So they make it even that much harder. So we already know that no lucky stars are going to probably occur throughout this fight. There might be one that's actually kind of like useless that could happen, but hopefully it won't. Alright, and with the refill that we got here, Don is going to go down on 123. That's going to allow K3 to get a couple more gut punches in here before Don goes into his defensive phase, which happens at 1 minute and 30 seconds. One of these will yield a star. There we go. And now if Don would just stop blocking and throw a punch, there it is, and he is done. 145. Alright, solid time. Don blocked 2 extra times there, that's random. He doesn't retaliate. It's not like the first time you fight him when he'll retaliate 100% of the time. It's a little bit more random. So next up we have Sandman. This time, I believe that K3 is going to take a knockdown intentionally for real, but he can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. It's a key part of the strat, but there is a safety strat you could do. So you know, it's all preference when it comes to marathons. Believe me, I've been in this situation before. So K3 is actually misdirecting here by holding up and manipulating Sandman's guard. And that's how he can hit him in the gut. Now those gut punches actually deal more damage than if you were to dodge and punch, or to block and punch certain punches, unless you do a delayed punch. So this allows you to essentially get a faster knockdown in the first phase. Now you can see he already took 2 intentional hits. That is setting up the knockdown that he wants to take. The knockdown that he wants to take is going to force Sandman to do what is known as his Dreamland Express, which is a triple uppercut. And the reason that you want to do that is because after his triple uppercut, you can hit him 20 times in a row. And we're going to see the first triple uppercut here after K3 does this quick buffer a couple times. And here it is. Very nice dodging. If you dodge fast enough, you can get all the hits in. If you're just a tad slow on your dodges, you will not be able to get all the hits in. So with a 155, the only thing K3 has to be careful about, you cannot knock Sandman down before 159 plus 1 frame. If you knock him down before that, he will not do the triple uppercuts. But anytime after that, you're good. So he's going to take his intentional knockdown. He got the good refill. That's good news. There is a bad refill, and now another triple uppercut. Very nice. So he set him up there with a nice little buffer in case he did the fastest pattern, which he did. So now this is going to be a 219, which is an absolutely excellent time. Getting under 220 in single segment runs used to be unthinkable in the olden days, but things have come a long way since then. But 219 is still really, really darn good. Love to see it. And next up we have Super Macho Man. This is my favorite fight in the run. You just get to pummel this guy. There's all kinds of tricks you can do. You get to misdirect his guard. You're going to get stars. You're going to be able to hit him with tons of stars. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's super active fight. You're always doing something, and this guard's fast. It's not awkward. It just feels really fun.
So let's hope for some good luck once again. A lot of RNG involved in these later fights. Let's see what we get.
Pattern.
Oh, it looked so good in the start. He started out nice, guys, but then he changed his mind. He saw that K3 was having too much fun. Decided to rain on his parade. That's okay. We know how it is, Macho. Alright, really nice timing there to get that star punch in after Macho's super spin. You have to time that really, really well in order for it to land. And another one lands. And let's just get one more star punch to the face for good measure. Macho, that's what you get for not giving the good pattern. You just get star punches to the face all day. So that is the end of Macho. 106, very nicely done, given the bad luck that was to be had. And we're already to the final fight, guys. Can you believe it? K3 has just completely cruised through 13 boxers. There's only one remaining. He is the most challenging. He is Kid Dynamite, Iron Mike, Mike Tyson, whatever you want to call him. He'll knock you down in one hit, so be careful.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to focus on this, and hopefully that doesn't happen. It'd be good to get around one. Not free for really most runners, like to get around one if he throws an 8-second delay and I miss too many. Nerves are a thing, but we'll do our best here.
All the punches in this fight are frame perfect, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute precision is necessary.
One block and a terrible pattern.
Yes, that was a very, very bad pattern. K3 did get the 8-second delay, but he's still got a shot here with a 110. Let's see how phase 2 goes.
Oh shit, nope, can't now.
Oh, darn. Took a hit. So once you take a hit, Tyson's refill is actually going to increase by quite a bit. So K3 will not be able to get enough hits in to defeat him in round one.
Like a deer in the headlights.
It happens, man. It happens to the best of us, trust me. I've been there. But that's okay, guys, because you know what? We'll get to see Tyson in round 2, which is actually pretty fun because you can finally get stars from him, which you cannot get in round 1. And if you can get stars, then you can use stars. And what's really the point of this game other than star punching your opponents in the face? I mean, I think that's kind of the point.
I'll finish this off.
Oh man, Doc throwing that shade too. Keep your guard up, Mac. Man. Doc Lewis, no mercy. Alright, here we go. Let's get some stars. Alright, nice job. Got 3 stars. Got the knockdown. 2 more knockdowns and Tyson will be done for. Alright, we're out of the first 30 seconds, so now Tyson is done throwing those straight jabs. Let's see how well K3 knows his round 2 strats. I don't know with these newer runners if they even play round 2 at all. Like, they may not even bother. He's doing okay so far, though. I like it. Oh, he's got the buffer. Star punch number 1. Star punch number 2. Down goes Tyson. 101 in the second round. Very well done, sir. Thank you for that incredible run of Punch-Out. Those boxers didn't know what hit them.
Yeah, that was fun.
And that's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, guys. You too can beat Punch-Out in around 20 minutes if you join the Discord, and you can learn from wonderful people like K3 and Gruntiatus and J-Durg and Weejui, all those people in the chat. 8-Bit Gamer I see is there. We have a big community. We have some tutorials, and this is a really, really fun game. I'm sure K3 can tell you about how enjoyable it is.
Oh, it's been fantastic. Actually, Sinister also has a great YouTube series on learning this game. I picked up this game during COVID, and it's been just a blast to learn. And like Sinister said, the community's just fantastic. And huge thanks to Junkyard Dave for putting this on. It's been really cool.
Absolutely, and that is the end. 14-0, as you can see. K3 undefeated. And that's going to do it for us, guys. Thanks for watching.